Hi everybody, tonight we are here at the car show. It's a fundraiser for scholarships. And what I want to talk about, something that Billy Kingsley tipped me off on and always encourages me to use as a detailer, and that's a Sharpie. This MGA is a great example of a car with a gasket that runs around the perimeter of the glass area. On the real car, it helps hold the glass in place. On your model, back at the bench, it's a great opportunity to detail that with a Sharpie. I think you have much more control to just roll around the edge with the Sharpie tip than you do with a brush. Back at the bench, here is an example of a windshield gasket molded into the body of this 904. After painting the body, you can simply run the tip of the Sharpie around the perimeter of the windshield opening, coloring in the gasket. When it's time for details, you have to look at or photograph the real car. There's so many opportunities. You've got great chrome. You've got beautiful paint, and what separates that but a black gasket? Also around the mirror. The chrome doesn't sit right on the paint. Insulating it is a black gasket. Here's a good example of hood bumpers. Super small. Imagine trying to get in there with a brush. Give it a try with a super sharp Sharpie. The black blade of a windshield wiper is another great place to use a Sharpie. Here's a great example of the real emblem that has a painted shadow. All around the edges, the side parts are black. The surface is silver. The black gives it depth and helps it stand out. Another opportunity for detail. All the fine bits of color that are down in there. You can also go in and shadow, even though it's not real. You could run around the perimeter at the bottom, a little bit of black Sharpie. It'll help that stand out just a little bit more. Right out of the box, the headlight covers for this 904 have a refraction around the perimeter. They kind of glow white and make the material look very thick, at least unrealistically thick for being in scale. What I did on this Ferrari for the headlight covers, I used a Sharpie around the perimeter of the clear plastic to darken the edge. Great example of cars from the 50s and 60s. Separating the body color from the chrome is a gasket. Rubber, nylon, another opportunity to get in there. You can certainly use a paint wash, but a Sharpie is going to give you that ability. Hopefully that's a separate chrome part on your model kit. At the bench, don't forget to go in before you put your mirror in and add that little bit to separate it. It's going to make the chrome look a lot richer. Great opportunity. Fender welting. I even forgot they had that on cars of this vintage. I thought that was out in the 30s. This Cadillac, look at that welting that runs up there. Such a beautiful line. It just follows the fender end to end. With a brush, that would be really tough. With a Sharpie, you have a really good chance of getting it. You could also take those edges, you could mask them off. If you're worried about slipping, you go right on through.